Prefontaine once said, "Somebody may beat me, but they are going to have to bleed to do it." Pre is known as one of the greatest long-distance runners in American history and most popular athletes of all time. I'm a runner that is a big fan of what type of runner C. Prefontaine was, and I watch his movies to remember how great he was. I'm going to tell you about C. Prefontaine and how he became an outstanding runner, all the accomplishments he had in running, and how his journey ended at a young age. First, let's talk about Steve and how he became a runner. C. Prefontaine became a great runner through determination. Pre wanted to play football and traditional sports, but was too small for these type of sports and decided to run instead. Pre started his running career at Marshall High School in Coos Bay, Oregon, and became the most sought-after runner in the U.S. He was undefeated in cross-country and track his junior and senior year. He was very versatile and ran anything between the 800 to the 5,000 meter. Steve Prefontaine was coached by Bill Bowerman and attended the University of Oregon. Pre decided to go to Oregon because Bill Bowerman was the only coach not heavily recruiting him, and Pre wanted to prove to Bill he was the greatest. Bill Bowerman made Steve an outstanding runner when he was at Oregon and helped him in the Olympics. Because of Steve Prefontaine's determination and help of Bill Bowerman, he has many records. Steve continues to hold records between the 2,000 and the 10,000 meters and is known as the greatest American distance runner of all time. Pre ran in the 1972 Olympic Summer Games in Munich, and he ran the 5,000 meters and was the youngest person running the race. Being the youngest male in the 5,000 meters, Pre didn't know how to run the race and took the lead with a couple of laps to go and ended up losing and getting fourth. I wish I could have been around to see Steve Prefontaine dominate the running world and become such an amazing idol to most people. Being fourth in the games gave Pre more motivation and determination to do better in the next Olympics. Along with going to the Olympics, Pre has other individual awards still standing today. He had many records throughout high school and college and barely ever came in second over his running career. Pre has won 21 straight collegiate meets, broke the American 3,000 and 5,000 meter records, and was the NCAA cross-country champion. Steve was on 2 Olympic teams before his death in 1975. Steve Prefontaine has accomplished so much in his lifetime. Steve Prefontaine is still well remembered to this day for his amazing running career. Steve didn't get to experience much of his life because it ended when he was so young in a car accident on his way home from dropping off a friend. Pre was driving and swerved left and hit a rock wall along the side of the street. The car overturned and left Pre trapped underneath. Steve had been drinking that night and was over the Oregon's legal limit. It is unclear to how Pre died, if it was because he suffocated under the car or because his ribs punctured his lungs. Before Pre died, he was planning on running and winning the next coming Olympics. He was going to try and win this time around. People all over the world know who Steve Prefontaine and how great of a runner he was, and he is going down in history. According to the Eugene Register-Guard, Pre's death was the end of an era. Steve has a memorial site where his car crashed, and runners inspired will leave shoes and medals and etc. at his memorial site. Steve is honored every year at Prefontaine Memorial Run in Coos Bay, Oregon, and a race is finished where Steve had his first track meet. Steve Prefontaine's determination worked out in his favor. We know about his determination, his running accomplishments, and his legacy of running. Most people would agree that C. Prefontaine is one of the greatest American distance runners of all time.